Nope. All right. So we're gonna share. We'll use this one. All right. How you doing tonight? Let's try again. Take two.
I'm doing great. Great, feeling great today, and hopefully we get a win tonight. So ready to go.
We've got three catchers, and you guys kind of play all over. You've played a little first base. You've been behind the plate most. You DH. You, Ryan, and Brian. Today is the day where you're not in the lineup. So what is a day like for you in that case where you come in at 2:30 or so and you see the lineup and you're not in, but you still got a lot of work to do?
Yeah, that's right. Even when I'm not playing, kind of the grind never stops. So I got to lift in this morning, hit a little bit in the cage, got my long toss in. So it's not really a day off.
Yeah, especially because you'll be out in the bullpen catching guys, right?
That's right. I'll be out there all day.
The interesting parts, we've had a couple of games where all three of you have played, where you've been behind the plate, Brian's been the DH, and Ryan's been over at first base. And I know the first day they kind of asked for volunteers, and I think it was Trosclair that went out to bullpen catch in Wisconsin, and now I think he got saddled with that job, didn't he?
I think he did. I think he did a pretty good job. I think he might have caught in his past, so he has a little bit of an experience back there. So he kind of bites the bullet and does that when we're all in the lineup.
You guys kind of let him into the catcher fraternity then? You give him like the secret handshake and all that stuff and treat him like one of your own?
Not quite yet. We're going to have to see how he does over the course of the whole season before we can bring him into the little group.
He's got to throw out somebody at second first trying to steal, right?
That's right.
we get him going with that. When you take that into account, the whole part of your game, and when you're catching and you're doing all of it, when you hit a home run like yesterday, you throw somebody out trying to steal, your guy throws a shutout. Where do those kind of all rank together? What's the one where you're like, this is what I really want to happen? Obviously, you want to win, but you put those other things in there. When's it like, all right, I had a good day at the ballpark?
Oh, you're right with getting a win. That's obviously the most important thing. Hitting a home run's always nice. That's got to be at the top of my list. But calling a good game and having the pitchers throw well is another thing that's for catchers is nice to see when you're calling a good game and your pitchers are on. It's kind of nice to have everything flowing out there on the field. So that's a cool feeling.
You mentioned home runs. This team can hit home runs, which is something we didn't see here the last couple of years. We made the playoffs, but we weren't necessarily a home run hitting team. You guys are as part of the offense, and yours have kind of come all over. You got one out the left yesterday. You hit one out the right in Great Lakes, and that's got to be a good feeling that you're not just not known as, hey, I'm a dead pull hitter or an opposite field guy. When you hit them all over the place, you got to be like, all right, using all fields.
Yeah, and that's something I try to do, and I work with our hitting coach Donnie Ecker, and try to put the ball to right field, left field, depending on the pitcher, having different approaches and just trying to stick with the approach and drive the ball.
What's this lineup been like for you? You've hit third, fourth, fifth, sixth, for the most part right there in the middle, and it seems like just about every time you get up, somebody's on base. Tommy and JR in front of you, or maybe you get on base, taking a walk, getting a single, and then Brian and Ryan or Stefan are driving you in. It's got to be fun to be right in the middle of this lineup.
Well, yeah, it is fun. We got hitters all up and down through the lineup, and like you said, there's always guys on base, so it, gives me the chance to drive in runs, and then also I know I can get on base and have people like O'Keefe and McCarville drive me in. So it's fun when we're all clicking.
A college guy, or you haven't played a first full year, although you could probably look at last year and consider that like a full season because you play 50-plus games in NC State, and then you go to Johnson City for their whole season. But what kind of advice were you given as a catcher? I know you were at spring training, which had to be an awesome couple of weeks for you there. But what kind of advice were you given as a catcher going into a first full season?
Stay healthy. That's the main thing. You want to be on the field as much as you can. So that's the most important thing is take care of your body. That's, when it comes down to it, you got to be healthy to be on the field and, do your job.
Number 96 in spring training, right?
Yeah, 96.
That'd be pretty cool. One of the catchers invited to spring training, and you've got a future Hall of Famer already there that's a former Chief. You've got a former Gold Glove winner as a manager. What was it like for you to be part of spring training with Yadier Molina and Mike Matheny at your position?
Oh, it was a great honor. It was unbelievable. Great experience, and, I got to learn from two of the best. So, I try to take something every day from the ballpark and, put it into my game. So I think it's helped a lot, and, I'm really thankful for that opportunity.
I mentioned you playing college ball, NC State. You faced the guy that was on the mound last night. He was at Louisville and was a high draft pick like you were, and you saw him in college. You got the best of him last night. I know he got the best of you in college, but what's that like when you face a guy that you've seen before? Are you a guy that kind of take notes? Do you take mental notes? Do you say, all right, the brand new at bat, completely different situation now? How do you approach that?
I try to keep a diary a little hitting diary of guys that I've faced, and then I also have a pretty good memory with guys that I've seen multiple times, like Funkhauser. So but it depends each at bat. It changes. Your approach changes depending on where you are in the game and what he has that day on the mound. So hitting's you have to be able to adapt and change, and that's what I try to do up there.
There's some guys in that clubhouse with some pretty good college backgrounds, and one that played in the College World, a couple that played in the College World Series with all of that, and college ball's getting ready to wrap up. So is there some trash talking between ACC to SEC to Big 12 to the West Coast baseball? I know Donnie's representing USC out there and that kind of stuff. Is it too early for that because the regionals haven't started yet? Or are you guys kind of getting geared up and protecting your territories?
Oh yeah, it never ends, it's not really team to team; it's more conference to conference. There's always debate over which is the best conference. I think the ACC is obviously, but it's up for discussion.
I'm going to go SEC on that one, but I also have a degree that says the University of Florida, so I kind of have to. But also, I'm just going to I'll go with that. I know, actually, I guess JR and Kilichowski have got the overall bragging rights, right?
That's right. Yep.
How does it work with you and Trainer? I mean, that's a rivalry.
Yeah, it's a rivalry, but when it comes down to it, we're friends, and we kind of look past it and play well together.
Was he at least civil at the end of the basketball championship, or did that drive you guys nuts?
Oh no, he was okay. They had a good team, so they deserved to win that.
Yeah, but you can't say that as a Wolfpack guy though, can you?
When you have a team like that and a great coach in Roy Williams, you have to kind of tip your cap when they do win a national championship.
And that's your ACC pride coming out right there.
That's right.
Covered. All right, I know you got some stuff to take care of tonight, so great job last night, and we'll see you later on the week.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Andrew Knizner, our Pekin Insurance, beyond the expected player of the game from last night. 1 for 4 with a home run, RBI, a run scored in the ball game. Chiefs taking on the West Michigan Whitecaps here tonight, which is game 2 of this 3-game series. Tomorrow morning, we're right back out here again, 11 a.m. start for tomorrow's game. It's an Ameren, Illinois Education Day here at the ballpark. A bang for your buck Wednesday with $1 soda, $1 hot dogs, $1 nachos. And as we announced just a couple of hours ago, Cardinals left-hander Tyler Lyons will be on the mound to start the game in a rehab appearance for us here tomorrow. So looking forward to that with all the youngsters out here for our 3rd Education Day. Then South Bend comes in town. Cardinals-Cubs rivalry weekend. They will be here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's a Brewers distributing Thirsty Thursday with the $2 domestic 12-ounce cans and sodas, $3 craft drafts, margaritas, and brats on Thursday night with the Thirsty Thursday beer and brat Thirsty Thursday, and also post-game fireworks. And Brewers distributing, bringing out Cardinals tickets to give away. They've got some really good seats to give away out here on Thursday night, so make sure you come out for that. Peoria Central's football team, the 5A state champions, will be here pregame to be honored as well. Then on Friday, we've got another post-game fireworks show as we take on South Bend at 6:30. It's also a jersey replica giveaway for the first 1,000 fans, 13 and over. You can take your choice between a red Chief script jersey for Cardinals fans. There's a blue one for Cubs fans as well. They've got the number 17 on those jerseys. And then we wrap up the series against South Bend and the homestand on Saturday at 6:30. Another fireworks show on Saturday night, and we've got one of the coolest giveaways we've ever had. It's a double bobblehead. Greg Maddux pitching to Yadier Molina. Maddux, the Hall of Famer that was here in '85. Yadier Molina, the future Hall of Famer that was here in the championship 2002 season. They're both in their Chiefs uniforms. It looks like Maddux is pitching to Molina. Pretty cool bobblehead, courtesy of Health Alliance for the first 1,000 fans, 13 and over, to come through the gates on Saturday night. It's also a signature Saturday. We'll have players up at the concourse signing autographs when the gates open up on Saturday as well. So that's our homestand fireworks coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 11 a.m. Big crowd with Tyler Lyons here tomorrow. Make sure you get some tickets on your way out this evening. You can get brand new merchandise up in the Firehouse Team Store as well. Sit back, relax. We thank you for spending your Tuesday with us here at Dozer Park.